Hey there and welcome to Cars with Nash. Today Nash is going to be removing the door panel off this 2008 Audi A6. I'm going to actually start the process for him because there's a couple difficult clips that you have to get at. You have to pop out this little speaker grill. That's not too bad, but this piece of trim here is a little tricky and there's a hooked clip on that end that a lot of people break. So what you got to do is start on this end and pull it out first and then push the whole piece of trim that way to release that hook. I'm just gonna try a thin knife. Keeps popping back in is the problem. I'm gonna try somewhere else. Ah, there we go. So if you don't get it in one place, just go around, but there's how the clips are. There's 3 of them. Okay, so the reason we removed that is to get to this screw here. That's a Phillips number 2. But first we're going to move on and remove this piece of trim here. So you have to pull out this end first. Just like that. Okay. I think there's one more clip still. Yeah. And now we have to push the whole unit back just a little bit. So just kind of rock it and then you pull out as you're pushing back, I believe. I can see how people break this a lot. There we go. So that was what we were trying to avoid breaking, and it's pretty tricky because there really isn't room in the panel here to let it slide, and yet that's what you have to do. So you have to just continually put outward pressure on it as you're pulling back. But you have to make sure that you have these other clips, there's 3 of them, completely released first. So now that we got that out, we'll just put that on the seat so it doesn't get damaged. And now there's 2 Phillips number 2 screws right here. And then there's another Phillips number 2 screw right here. That one's really deep in there, so you'll need a long screwdriver. And then there's another one down here. So I'm gonna set Nash loose on this now, and he's gonna remove all these screws, and then he'll show you how to pull the panel off the car. And I'm just noticing this, there is another screw on the memory buttons there. Make sure you don't remove that. That's part of the door panel. Just point that out to them, Nash. Right there. Do not remove those 2 screws. They just hold in the memory buttons and you don't need to remove them for any reason. One other thing I'll just quickly point out while Nash is off grabbing a tool is the interior lights are out. And that's because we just opened both the front doors and we're going to leave them open. But there's like a battery saver on here that'll automatically shut off any lights that are left on after 5 or 10 minutes. So that's what you do. You just leave your door open and don't close it again the whole time that you're working, and the lights will automatically go off on their own. Nash has returned with a longer screwdriver, and we'll see if we can reach that screw in there. Really deep, but I think he's on it now. Now Nash is just taking that lower screw out. Couldn't get that middle one to come out of the hole, but we're pretty sure it's completely loose, so we'll pull the clips. That'll be the next step, is getting under the lip. There's a lip that wraps around. You got to get under there and just force the plastic clips that hold the panel on off. Okay, we're just trying to get under the edge of it here. There you go. Put your finger in there and hold that out. Okay. Now get more of it out with the tool, and then get your other hand in behind it. Get your other fingers in behind it now. Okay, so he's got it worked out there. He's just trying to get it sort of all out from away from the seal, and then working from the bottom corner there, he's gonna pull straight out. There, you're getting somewhere. Come on, it's almost there. Come on. There, you got her. Now keep working it across the bottom, up the other side. And then the top is kind of just hooked over the seal, so. You got a few more on that end. Just move your hand up as you go so that you're supporting the panel and not folding it. That might be all of them.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, now what you want to do is lift up on the whole thing and it should unhook from that top seal. Okay, you should almost be there. Okay, pull out. Now this is just hooked a little. It's hooked under there, you got to pull out. There we go. Okay, don't pull too far. Okay guys, and it's a good time to let you know that we will be replacing the door lock actuator, and that will be a separate video, so keep a lookout for that video. But for the door panel removal, what we need to do now is we need to come in here and pop this cable out of there, and then it's just a hook. Slide the panel my way a little bit. Just a hook like that to get that out. Okay, now there's some wires. Okay guys, so you gotta depress that little tab, and you just got that little space in there to depress it. That's the trick. And then this one, I think it's got one on each side. Okay, you go like that, there's two. Like that. So you see there's two of them. Don't just depress one and start pulling. You push down on the tab there, and you pull up on this, and that'll literally push the plug out. Okay guys, that's all there is to removing your door panel from your Audi. I think this covers like what, 2005 to 2011 maybe? 11, something like that. We're not sure, we're new to Audis, but anyways, will you say, Nash?
Thank you for watching Cars with Nash. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourself a great day.